What if I told you the money in your pocket is worth absolutely nothing? Not the paper, not the metal, not even the digital numbers on your screen. The only thing that gives it power is a fragile illusion. And when that illusion breaks, currencies collapse, empires fall, and people panic overnight. Today, we're diving into the psychology of money, the invisible trust system humanity relies on every single day. Because money isn't gold, it isn't paper, it isn't numbers. Money is belief. And belief is dangerous, because it can disappear in a second. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth. Money is not wealth. Money is permission, social agreement that says you are allowed to access wealth. What you truly want is food, shelter, safety, comfort, status. Money is simply the token we invented to simplify trading those things. Imagine two people in the ancient world. One has grain, and one has tools. If they need what the other has, they must negotiate a messy, slow process. So humans created a symbol, something everyone recognizes and accepts. That symbol became money. A shortcut, a language, but here's the kicker. The value of that symbol only exists if everyone else agrees it exists. That agreement is called trust. Think about it. You happily give away something real, your time, your energy, your labor, just to receive pieces of paper with no inherent value. Why? Because you trust that someone else will accept those paper pieces tomorrow. This is the core psychological loop behind money. I trust the government won't print too much. I trust other people will accept this money. I trust prices will stay predictable. I trust my savings won't vanish tomorrow. Break any of these, and the entire system collapses. Money is not backed by gold. It's backed by the collective expectations of millions of people. Those expectations form a silent social contract. And history shows that when trust cracks, money dies fast, much faster than you think. Currency collapse looks slow from far away, but up close, it happens almost instantly. A country prints too much money. People notice prices rising. Savings start shrinking. They panic. They rush to buy goods. Prices rise even faster. More panic. More printing. Hyperinflation ignites. All of this is psychological, not economic. Money dies when people believe it will die. In Weimar Germany, bread went from costing 160 marks to 2 million marks in less than a year. In Zimbabwe, inflation hit 79 billion%. In Lebanon, life savings evaporated in months. None of this was caused by gold running out. It was caused by trust running out. Once the population stops believing in the currency, governments can't force it back. Because trust is not created with laws. Trust is created with behavior. Now here's the scary part. Modern money is more fragile than ancient money. In ancient times, coins had intrinsic values. Silver, bronze, gold. Today, your money is just paper backed by nothing. Numbers backed by nothing. Digital balances backed by nothing. All of it rests on confidence. Confidence in banks. Confidence in politicians. Confidence in the central bank. Confidence that inflation stays low. Confidence that your savings actually exist. Every time a government spends more than it earns, that trust weakens. Every time a bank fails, that trust weakens. Every time prices rise without wages rising, that trust weakens. Yet most people never think about it. They use money daily without understanding the invisible emotional system underneath. So why do we trust money at all if it's so fragile? Because it solves problems. Money creates stability. It creates predictability. It reduces friction. It lets you save for the future. It lets society scale. Humans don't trust money because it's perfect. We trust it because every alternative barter, chaos, uncertainty is worse. And governments maintain that trust by doing three things: controlling supply, maintaining stability, and protecting the banking system. If they fail at these, trust begins to leak. Slow at first, then suddenly, when a population loses faith in money, here's what happens every single time in history. People buy essentials first, then they buy assets, then they buy anything physical. Then they stop accepting local currency altogether. Shops close. Society slows. Crime rises. The government loses control, and people start trading in whatever they trust. More gold, dollars, food, foreign currency, anything. This moment is the death of money. Not when the printing presses run out, not when banks declare bankruptcy. Money dies the moment people decide it's not worth anything. So what's the real lesson? That the world runs on invisible psychological systems: trust, belief, confidence. Money is just the purest example. Your salary works because people trust the company. Your bank balance works because you trust the bank. Taxes work because people trust the government. Trade works because people trust each other. Every collapse in history was not an economic collapse. It was a trust collapse. And every stable nation in history wasn't built on gold or armies. It was built on credibility. So the next time you hold money in your hand, remember this: you're not holding value, you're holding belief. And belief is the most powerful and dangerous force in human society. Please subscribe.